Well, thanks guys. I probably have the best job there is. I get to drive around the world, test drive some of the best cars, trucks and SUVs, and also see if I can break them. Some of the cars I have driven are unbelievable. Some are extraordinary, and some are absolutely amazing.
Here are the 5 cars that I think you must test drive this year. It starts with a truck, the Ram Rebel. It's not a souped up show truck that is completely impractical for the real world. It's basically a stock Ram but with every extra in the book added. It is lighter to drive, softer to ride, and just the way I would order my new truck from the factory, but with a starting price of $43,000. Next, the BMW M2. This is one of the most exciting BMWs I have ever driven. Even for a mediocre race car driver like myself, I can handle the most complex racetracks in this new dynamic sports coupe. It boasts a very respectable 0 to 60 mile an hour time of 4.2 seconds and a reasonable price tag of below $53,000. Down to number 3 on the list, the Ford Explorer Platinum Edition. Ford have been on a giant roll with the success train and have found the magic formula to make gold. The Explorer Platinum combines absolute luxury with high-performance adventure. They have out-luxuried some of the smaller luxury brands. I drove the car across British Columbia and parts of Alberta, and it was a road trip to remember. After 2 days of solid driving, I felt as fresh as a Canadian stream, but all this does not come without a hefty price tag, starting at just under $53,000. Down to number 2. I'll be a fan until the last Dodge Challenger Hellcat rolls off the production line. I'm slightly apprehensive of adding it to the list as it is almost impossible to find one. This was a pure stroke of genius from the company's design and production department. I'm slightly apprehensive of adding it to the list as it's almost impossible to find one. If you can find one to test drive, it'll change your opinion of how much power is enough. 707 horsepower and a possible burnout on every corner makes me feel invincible. If you can find one for sale, it starts around $60,000. Finally, the Jeep Renegade. It's about the most perfect small SUV I've ever met. Good looking, capable and compact are just 3 of the features that make it worthy of this list. Although it starts around $18,000 for the base model, my heart lies with the $27,000 Trailhawk version. It's not the best seller in the category, but after you have test driven it, you'll know why it has the boldest soul of the group.
Well, I always have 2 things to say. Test driving is free, and so is dreaming. I'm Nick Miles.